All right. So we're back with another Pro Tools quick tip, and this one is slightly more advanced than my other quick tips. And chances are, if you're searching for this, you're pretty advanced yourself and are probably facing an issue that plagues a lot of audio post-production houses and, freelancers working on, short films, documentaries, feature films, and you name it. So that issue is something that also plagues the entire audio-visual side of things, and that's when we're having difficulty lining up audio to video. And it's just something that you're going to have to learn to deal with moving forward. So if you're coming here, chances are you might be working on a project and the files that you've imported into your session are not lining up correctly with what you're seeing on screen. So, and this might be very subtle, like you might not even notice it at first, but you might have somebody tell you that things are not lining up correctly, and then you look at it really closely and you're like, oh shit, yeah, it's true. Like the dialogue is not perfectly synced with the mouth movement. So and this is, like I said, this is something that it's not necessarily your fault. It could be caused by so many different things. Like, for example, it could start from the time code that was used on set, which is something where I'm not going to get into time code, but sometimes that's off by a few frames. Or, for example, whenever I edit these quick tips in DaVinci Resolve, I noticed that the dialogue is always 4 frames behind. So I actually have to manually push the audio track 4 frames ahead on the timeline to match with the visuals. And like I said, this is something I've noticed in DaVinci Resolve specifically. Like it's always 4 frames. So what I'm going to recommend you do to start off with is actually just move the entire your entire timeline 4 frames ahead, and I'm going to show you how to do that in just an instant. But that's the first thing I would do. So in order to do this, you're going to want to, it depends how you're working. So let's say it's a professional project. You have an AAF file from the video editor that was given to you, and you're basically imported that into your Pro Tools session. I would recommend starting from there. In my case, it's not possible because this project I'm working on is already a lot more advanced than that. I've already organized everything, and it's pretty much almost done. But let's say you're starting from the beginning. You want to select your entire project, so every single audio clip in that project. In this case, I will just do the dialogue like this, or there's other ways to do it, but let's just say you use this method. And the next thing you're going to want to do to move things up 4 frames on the timeline is you're going to want to make sure that your nudge value, which is up here, is set to, see now it's set to 1 second. That's not good. We want to set it to 1 frame because we're working in frames. So that's very important if you want to work with precision, which is what it's of the utmost importance at this step. So precision is key. So we have it set to 1 frame. And now the next thing you're going to want to do is press plus 4 times on your numeric keypad to move it up 4 frames in the timeline. Minus would actually move things backwards in the timeline in regards to your nudge value. So let's press plus 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there you have it. So now, after this point, if you're still having sync issues, maybe it's a specific scene or a specific section, you want to go in, you either want to undo this or leave it and just go edit things manually, one by one, clip by clip, or section by section, and it's the same process. So, like I said, this is kind of a complex issue, and I won't be able to go into any more detail in this video. But if you do have questions or concerns and want to talk to me more about this this phenomenon, as we'll call it, feel free to leave me a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as possible and potentially even make other videos on the subject. But for now, if you enjoyed this quick tip, make sure to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this one.